Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's solve the Mail It Code challenge. Today is the day 19 and the problem is online stock span. The problem like write a class stock spanner. It is a design problem which collects daily price codes of the stocks and the current day, and the span of stock price today is defined as the maximum number of consecutive days. So maximum number of consecutive days starting from the today and going backward, for which the price of the stock was less than or equal to today's price. For example, like this 7 days stock is been given like 100, 80, 60. So for 100 there is no left side, so only the one stock spin is answer is 1 here. 80, if we go backward, there is 100 is not less than or equal to 80, so only 80 itself, so 1. Similarly for 60 is 1, then 70, the 60 is less than 70 and it is contiguous, but 80 is greater, so only 2, so it's a 2 at here, and similarly here. So this is the question. We have to return the backward number consecutive numbers which are prices less than the current day. So and the constraints are calls of student x2, so we have to write the this design this class stock spanner which has a constructor stock spanner and method next method, where every time we are getting a price and we have to return the how many number of days the price current, like prices are consecutive number of days which is backward from the day of the call to the prices are greater than or less than or equal to the current price. So here and the constant are there will be almost 10 to the power 10,000 calls for the next method per test cases, and there will be 15 lakh calls per spanner.next for all test cases. So one way we can, first of all we need to look for the data structure in which we need to store this data of prices every day we are getting. One way we can think of store in the array data structure like every day and take a big array, the maximum size of the price based on the price. But if we go with based on the price, so the size will be 10 to the power 5, and if we update everywhere indexes, that will, like we will lose the consecutive days ordering here. So ordering is very important, so array, this array for price we can't use. Another way we can like every time use a list kind of data structure. So here we have prices, so everyday price like prices we are getting prices, and we will continue append in the list. So let's say price 1, we will add then price 2, price 2 and price 3. So for every time when we are inserting the price new day price, we need to basically check the list till the where we are getting the, so it's every time we have to scan the list. So this will be very costly operation. It's because the constraint is very huge, we can get 10,000 per calls for the next method. So let me first draw this to clear out this more in the picture. Let me draw is a but bar diagram for this given input. Let so first day we have 100, and next day we have 80, another next day we have 60 price, another next day then we are getting 70, another next day we are getting again 60, and next day after that we are getting 875, and after that we are getting 85. So if we see clearly like every day what we are doing, so this is our day 1, this is day 2, day 3, day 4 price, day 5, day 6 and day 7 price, and the values are as this 100, this one is 80, and this one is 60, this one is 70, then 60, then 75, and then 85. So like every day at the current day, so this is our current day. So in this current day if we check backside, there is no record at all, so this is the only biggest, so the count is 1 here. Similarly if we check from here, so there is no only this guy itself, but there is no less than 80 element here. So again the one, if we see 60, same thing, we are not getting anything, just this is not, this should not be here. So we can do this vertical bars, and so for 80, so for 80 we are just getting 80 itself, and for this 70 we see 70 and just consecutive 60 is also smaller than 17 and equal to this 17. So for 70 we will have 2 here, and this 60 is itself, and for this 75 we go continue 1 2 3, so till here we are having, so this is 4, and similarly for this 85 we are getting till here 80 here, so we are getting 6. So every time we are looking the left maxima, which is the nearest lex maxima. So this is giving us a hint, we can look up some like a data structure which can maintain the maxima. So we can use this data structure, stack data structure here. One is like store, one stack will store the indexes, like these are the indexes, day, basically day number. So this can store the day number, corresponding another stack will hold the prices of the stock prices here. So let's say if day 1 there is empty, so we can add to 100. So for if there is no, and for 80 we will check, so we will check continuously if we are getting the, if the current price is greater than or equal to the stack dot peak, we can pop out. So here 80 will go, the index day 2, and 80 will go here. Similarly day 3 will go here, and 60 will go here. Now once we get this day 4, this 70, so for day 4 we will see the peak of this stack price is less than that the current price. So this price is less than or equal to 70, so we will pop out this and also pop out this, and whatever the this day counts, whatever the count we have for this, so we will basically maintain here count here, count of previously how the value of this stack if we don't have. So let's start the implementation. So so we need two stacks, one stack will one stack data structure will maintain integer type, integer, this will hold the prices, and we will initialize in the constructor. Another stack we need integer type, this stack will basically hold the, you can say weights or basically days or count, or better name is like say previous day, which is like let's say stock price, current stock price greater than or equal to. Let's initialize the stacks in the constructor. So here I initialize and set up the data structure for it. So whenever we get a call for the price, so we will initialize our count variable basically, and from the one, because the itself is already counted here, and then we will check while stack is not empty, is not empty, and the stack dot peak, sorry, stack dot peak price basically. So this stack should be price, sorry, prices stack dot price is less than or equal to price, current price, we will pop out prices dot pop out, and also count is equal to count plus days day dot pop, we will add here. Once it done, we will add the new entry. So we will add day prices dot push price and day dot push with the current count value, and in the end we will just return the count. So let's try to run the test cases. There is a compiler stack, oh so my mistake, the word it should be a price says, not the everywhere other, we can check here. So it is going running, so let's compare the diff, so it's working here. Let's try to submit it. Yes, it is accepted. So this is a very simple solution, and it let me write down the time complexity. So the time complexity of this solution is in, so let's say if we got consecutive days, like the array is in decreasing order, or if we get a queue consecutive days where queue consecutive date the array queue downside, and then at a particular time at a particular queue plus one day we got a bigger element, price is bigger than the every other left side element. So at most we will go, so we will do the queue push, queue push and queue pop at max in the particular instance. So it will be time complexity of O of q if we are doing like max q consecutive decrease, and the where q is like prices of consecutive days in decreasing in order for q days. So this is our time complexity. Also note that like currently we are using two stack, we can also do solve this by using a single stack and using as an integer array of two things where is a one index variable. I let me just write down the stack in other implementation I will leave on to you. You guys can implement, like just modify this. So we can use just simple stack, like a stack of int array type here two entries, and it will be prices day count, like this. We can do this in a one stack as well. Thank you. If you like my video, please hit like and subscribe my channel for upcoming new videos.